I'm on the come up, jump up, I pick my gun up. Joe Jackson with you.
Yeah, something, man. I mean, think about it, man. It's like there are things that you will willfully ignore because it may not directly affect you, or people that you know, or really you just don't you don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to like music, again, we have big music about shaking ass all the time, degrading women, and some people was like, nah, fuck that. I can't deal with that. Some people are like, oh, it's innocent. It's just about dancing. You know what I'm saying? People are just dancing, having a good time. But then you have R. Kelly, whereas yes, he's been convicted of all of this shit. And then, well, not all, because I think he still has a case for like racketeering, or is it the other way around where he was accused of racketeering?
He got convicted of racketeering, I think. Well, no, I know he got convicted of sex trafficking. I don't know if it's sex trafficking and racketeering or what, but sex trafficking is definitely one of the convictions.
Gotcha. Right.
Yeah.
So again, like, well, hi everybody. This is Geek Salad. We started kind of early, man.
We coming in.
Yeah, but as you can see, we are talking about the conviction of R. Kelly, but not so much as a conviction, because we all knew that was coming. It's like that shit was nailed to the wall. There was no way on earth this dude was going to be set free or get a slap on the wrist. We knew it was coming, right? But what we're talking about, people, is the fact that how some people are still willfully playing his music, even though they know what he did is despicable, right? So we're talking about how some people are okay of separating the art from the person, whereas other people, as I was explaining, are saying no to R. Kelly, but other forms of entertainment or music that either defame other people, that depict violence against other people, or the use of heavy drug use, whatever, right? People are willfully okay with that, but now okay with R. Kelly, even though in his music he's not talking about sex trafficking. He just he's celebrating all forms of R&B music or of life, right? So I was saying that everybody is a hypocrite for something. And then you can talk about politics. It's the same way. You got some people that are for abortion, some people that aren't against abortion. Until you are in the thick of it with your situation, you're going to fall on one side of the fence for something. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has that one hill that they will die on. So what's your take, man?
My take with the whole R. Kelly thing is, first of all, it's a damn shame he was allowed to get away with the shit he was doing for so many years. So many years. That's first and foremost. That's what's most important. What's slightly less important, but still a shame. Well, a lot less important, but still a shame, is you have somebody who was so not good, but great at writing music, great at performing music and making these hits that people love. Oh man. And now it's like, I would say it's kind of like drawn down the middle. Some people just like, yo, yeah, he did some bad stuff, but Step in the Name of Love was my shit. Me personally, I'm like, yo, he got hits, man, but it's other people that got hits, man. I can listen to other music. I just don't want to hear him and knowing what he did. So like what I've been thinking about is the people who still rock with his music, even though they're aware of the stuff that he did. I wonder if they do that because they feel like what he did is less bad, even though it's still dealing with children. Right. They feel like what R. Kelly did was less bad than somebody who's a pedophile and messes with little 3-year-olds or little babies or something like that. Do they think it's less bad because the girl is 15 and she knows she can say yes or no? She can't legally give consent, but she can say yes or no. I'm thinking that people are just putting those things into two different categories. That's what I think.
It's hard, man, because think about it like this, right? I still play Michael Jackson music, even though he's been accused of some horrible shit, and then we got people coming now talking about he did this to me. I'm not lying. I am throwing away my personal life. It's out there for the public to see. Like, my family knows about this, my wife knows about this, shit, even my kids know about this. Like I'm telling the truth. And me, and I'm sure a lot of people too that grew up with Michael Jackson struggle with, is this guy really telling the truth? Like, it sounds like it. You know what I'm saying? So again, be separating the art from the music. Who are you willing to die on the hill for?
The artist from the art.
There you go.
Yeah.
The artist from the art, right? You know what I'm saying? But R. Kelly, man, for me, anyways, it's just hard to hear his music. I remember I was at a carnival with my son, and they were playing what's that song by R. Kelly? I'm not trying to be rude, but baby girl, just that joint, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, they're playing that song. I'm not sure if they are aware what's going on. It's
This
one of the
is
biggest.
like recently.
It was like, yeah, it was this summer.
Wow.
Like in the thick of his trial, people were still playing R. Kelly, and it's a carnival full of kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of put off, man, because I'm like, that's not the best move, man. And then I do remember, like, again, before all this shit happened, man, like, yes, he has some slappers. Yes, he is prolific. And yes, he has probably one of the best catalogs that can be fucked with. But damn it, man, just the optics of what he was being accused of is one thing. And then the amount of people that are coming out against him, and then even people that were with him, you know what I'm saying, that are testifying against him, it doesn't.
So you got a break in, nigga?
No, the little thingies that like stop the door.
Yeah.
Or a puppy was like playing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's nasty, man. It's nasty. Now, question is this so, right? So your best friend. Well, all right, y'all in a car. He pulls out his phone for the aux, whatever. Starts playing some, Freak You or whatever, some old school R. Kelly. What do you do?
First of all, I'm slapping that nigga because we don't listen to R&B in the car when it's a car full of niggas. We just don't do that. No judgment if you a dude and you be in the car with a bunch of other dudes and you just feel like putting on some really nasty R&B. Do your thing, Side note, I had to get on my brother about that some years ago. Like, he had picked me up from the gym, and he was like, "Yo, man, I got some new speakers. Like I got 215s in the back. I put a new sound system in my car." I was like, "Oh, word, man, let's crank it up a little bit." This man puts on I think it was like some Jodeci or some shit, and his AC is broke. So we riding down the highway with the windows down in the middle of summer, blasting Jodeci, and it's just me and him in the car. I'm like, bro, like, we could not be in this car, just like, not just listening to Jodeci, blasting fucking Jodeci. I was like, come on, man, like, for real, like, we looking real suspect out here, man. But nah, it is what it is. So okay, so if you're talking about R. Kelly, playing R. Kelly, man, like, it's funny because I got friends who do both. Again, me personally, I don't want to hear his music because I can't rock with that. Right. But then I do got friends who do, or like, especially us, because we're like in the late 30s, 40s age range. So R. Kelly was that dude. Yeah. And another thing, R. Kelly's music, he's one of the few people who he was great over decades. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, he got that's one crowd, the early 90s to mid 90s. But then he never fell off, but he had like a real resurgence during like the late 90s, early 2000s with Best of Both Worlds, that era. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I mean, just hit after
and
hit
then
after hit,
and
man.
then
Like
the
it's
Chocolate Factory just killed shit back then.
fam,
It was everywhere, man. So I
fam.
remember that. Yep.
So you got people that's around our age that love this music, but then you got them people who like maybe 10, 15 years older than us who still, you know what I'm saying? They was on his stuff like in the early 90s when
Right.
they was out clubbing and doing their thing, man. So it's a lot of people. He's a very polarizing figure in music, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad the niggas got convicted. Yo, these memes have been, I would say the memes from this have been taking me out, man. I know you've seen some of the memes.
You know what? I have stayed away from social media besides what we do. I really haven't seen any about him just yet.
Fam, so you know, it's a bunch of joints where like it's R. Kelly and it's like 8 giant brothers around him, like, nah, I said sing, seems like you ready. R. Kelly's like, oh.
That's foul, man. But hey,
Listen,
it might happen.
You do what you do, man.
It might happen, man.
In prison, somebody go test him, man. I wonder how much money he got left because he's been fighting these cases for years. So I don't know how much he got left, man, but because you know you got money, you can buy some protection in prison. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. That money might be running kind of thin.
Word on the street is that he's trying to find somebody to purchase the publishing rights to his music. Yeah. Nobody wants to touch that shit whatsoever, man. Damn, nobody, dog. And you know, publishing, like that can take you quite a way out, man. But I can only imagine like his lawyer fees and houses being foreclosed on, or just whatever, man. It's like and then two, think about his family, dog. Ex-wife, the kids involved. It's like that name, like that, like seeing your father and your ex-husband being dragged like this through media, and then coming out that everybody's, it's like, yep, he did it. I was there. It was me that was involved as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, man. I can only imagine for anybody going through that, like how the family is coping with, the patriarch of the family going through that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Facts. Because like that's crazy to be going through. But I would say this, man. I don't know if you remember the dude. He used to coach Penn State, Joe Paterno.
Oh yeah,
Joe Paterno. So Joe Paterno, one of his assistants was Jerry Sandusky, and he's a pedophile, right? So unbeknownst to Joe, apparently Sandusky was like, abusing a kid like in the shower, at like one of the practices or something. And another one of the assistant coaches saw it, and instead of being a real man and stopping the shit, you know what I'm saying? He goes and tells the coach, and then like the coach doesn't do anything. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm like, yo, number one, off rip, how you don't stop it? Right. You see a kid being victimized. But number two, if you're not you're not gonna do that, at least have the gumption to call the police. You know what I'm saying? Turn this man in, prevent him from doing anything like that to another kid in the future. He goes and tells the coach. My thing is this, bro. Like I hate seeing people not step up to the plate. Right. You know what I'm saying? When they're supposed to, especially when you're talking about protecting children. It's funny because a girl, I don't even know. She don't follow us no more on Instagram because I went back and forth with her a little bit. But whatever her name is, there was a post on like I think TikTok or something like that. And there's a brother in the video, and what the brother said is, yo, don't take this whole R. Kelly thing to make it seem like all brothers cover up for other brothers who victimize women and do things like that. And she played a little snippet, and then she had, how you can do like I don't know what's it called, you can respond or whatever. Right. Her thing was, nah, I don't want to hear it. Men take up for other men all the time. and there's no accountability. Y'all never protect women.
Whoa.
Blah 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 blah. So I put in the comments because you know me. I'm gonna go back and forth with you a little bit on the comments. I was like, well, if we're talking about just the R. Kelly situation, yes, some men dropped the ball and not reporting R. Kelly, but R. Kelly also had grown ass women on his team that would bring him these girls and that will cover up for him as well. So instead of making this what men aren't doing thing, how about let's make it a men and women together? We can all agree that we need to do better to protect people who are vulnerable and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
And she just kept, she said something else back. And then it's funny because I went to respond and then I couldn't find the post no more. So she probably blocked this. She probably blocked this. And I'm just like, yo, like, some people you can't even have an intelligent conversation with. You know what I'm saying? It's like people take you disagreeing with one take that they have as an attack. And to me, that's real immature. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I just want to put it out there, man. No, if I see some stuff happening, either I'm going to stop it or I'm at the very least report it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just, oh, that's my uncle, or oh, that's my friend, so I'm going to just nah, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong, man. I think it's a different situation where you're not there and the allegation comes out,
right? And
it's like, wait a minute, she's saying that my best friend did what? That don't sound like the Joey that I know. You know what I'm saying? That's different because you're not there.
Right.
I'm talking about you see it with your eyes and you know exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's no gray area. I'm not protecting nobody, you know, like that.
Exactly, man.
I'm not the only brother that thinks like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we as a whole gotta protect those again that are, and not to go around in circles though, but yeah, hands down, somebody's in trouble, speak up. I don't care who they are. I don't care what's their position. I mean, we see it. You know, people of power are able to get away with so much until the evidence truly stacks against them, right? And then the people that help these powerful ones up top really don't speak up because, you know, they want to keep their jobs, which is fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just odd that that's how way things work. It's fucked up, but it's always been like that for so long. But now we have somebody like R. Kelly to kind of, you know, like put a button on this topic here. You know, he's done it for. Sentencing comes next year. I want to say either in February or March. Do you think they're going to give him life? Maybe 20, 30 years?
Ooh. I wouldn't be so okay. I'll take that back. I don't think he's going to get life, but I do think it'll be more than 20 years.
Yeah, that's pretty much
somewhere
like
in between.
Like he might die in a hospital. You know, I mean, in prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's got to be at least 50 now. I want to say he may be 50 now.
About 50 sounds about right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he's legit been out since the early 90s. So yeah, it sounds about right.
And I'm sure, you know, give him like time served as well, or the charges may run consecutively, whatever. But yeah, man, this is a warning. Well, I mean, we've seen it though, but please, people, you know, if you see anybody taking advantage of anybody else and you know it's not right, speak up. Don't worry about your job. Just do the right thing.
Facts.
Do the right thing.
What else we got?
All right, y'all. So we're going to make it lighter for y'all. All right,
just lighten it up. Just
you know. Sorry,
this is scotch.
Yeah,
as the soccer moms like to say, lighten up. This is scotch.
We don't want to go too deep, but all right. So there's a new movie coming out. Well, that is out right now, and it's Venom 2. Let There Be Carnage. Right now, my brother in arms, Arya, has not seen the movie just yet. I saw the movie this morning with my son for the matinee, and I will tell y'all this. So, if you've seen the first one, this one does not change the formula. It's still wacky as hell. It's still batshit crazy. There's still going to be some things that are like, how they do that? That don't explain nothing. It's it's weird that this decision was made during the movie, but hey, okay, I'll go with it. It's a movie, right? You know what I'm saying? The coolest thing about Carnage, period, is the actual, I guess, CGI model for Carnage, as you can see right here. I mean, every time he's on the scene, and just the way he moves, his character, I mean, it's damn near like, you know, what we would envision how a comic book character would translate to a movie. Because, you know, we get the characters where we get the comic book version, it's iconic, but when you get on the screen, somehow they fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? But they did a great job with Carnage. And I'm like, okay, Andy Serkis, good job. I'll give you that. Like, yo, I saw a post right about Andy Serkis. Somebody said this man was Gollum in the Lord of the Rings movie. He was King Kong in Peter Jackson's King Kong movie. He was Caesar in Planet of the Apes, and he directed this movie. He did his own Jungle Book version, and I think he did somebody else, man. Like low key, this dude was like King.
Oh, you can't leave him out of the stuff he did for Black Panther. He played Claw.
You're right, Claw. Yep.
Yeah, that Age of Ultron played the same guy.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, dude. Don't hurt me. Like that shit was great in Black Panther. Dude, dude has been killing it, man.
Yeah, man. But also, the movie is about to make is projected to make like 71 or 80 million this weekend, which is good for a movie, coming out missed the pandemic. Like when I went today, I saw people with like their families, like a family, like like 4 to 5 people coming to watch this movie. So I'm like, yeah.
Hold on real quick. Can we just talk about how like is it because like at least or more than half of the country has gotten the vaccine? But why does it seem like everybody is acting like it's not a pandemic? No, this, you know what I feel like? This is how I feel, right? I feel like even though we're kind of still in the midst of the pandemic, like I think the numbers have gotten a little bit better, if I'm not mistaken. But I think people was just like everybody, this is everybody's doing what I was saying. We've been inside, or we were inside for over a year, and now we're just tired. We're gonna go outside.
Yeah, listen, man. People are tired. People are fed up with the media. CDC says this, says that. It's like, you know what? I'll make up my own mind about it. So, people are making their own choice of what to do in this pandemic, and going to the movies. It's just one thing where it's like, well, before we wasn't able to, but now that we're able to, fuck it. We're gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? Even though I took my shots, I'm still wearing my mask because I still think that I'm more of a health risk than others. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, man, people are coming out, man. Like,
bro,
they gotta get out.
Look, I applaud you for that, man, because that's what I should be doing, but I can't front. I'll be outside raw dogging all this natural air, man. It's going raw.
You see?
Straight raw. Get the repercussions.
Oh, that air, man. Watch out for the air, bro.
Shit. That's what I need to be doing. Especially like when I'm at the gym and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll be like, I don't feel like wearing this, man. Can't breathe.
Yeah. But also, to kind of run up on this Venom 2, there is going to be a big reveal, I should say, in the mid credits of the movie. So, and then for everybody else, don't stay until the end of Carnage. Just stay for the mid credits. Something big, something that a lot of us wanted to see.
That's what she said, but that's what I need.
Yeah, but I implore everyone, just wait that extra 5 minutes for the mid credits, and then you see what we're talking about. Come back here, and then we can discuss.
All right, cool. Yeah, I have not seen. Yo, I'm bad, bro. They're gonna take my geek license away, but forget Carnage 2. I haven't seen Carnage 1 yet. I still haven't seen it. I was like, you know what?
You mean Venom 1?
That's what I meant. Yeah, Venom 1. The kids want to see Venom 2 this weekend. It was my middle kid's birthday.
Right.
I told him I'd take you to go see that or whatever. But I'm thinking to myself, damn, I ain't even seen the first one yet. So I got to go see the actual first. Well, let me ask you, do I need to see the first one? Am I going to miss anything?
You kind of will, kind of won't. If you're coming into this, brand new, you ain't missing much. First of all, the kids are going to love this movie. Like my son, he's 10, and he was loving every damn minute of this movie. Now, my son likes to talk in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, Daddy, how do you do that? I don't understand what they're doing. Now you see Venom in the comics, and then Cartoon. I'm like, son, shh, watch the movie, man. Like he wants to give me commentary as
that's my middle kid. That's my middle kid. He like, wait a minute. I thought like, bro, but Dad, do you think? I'm like, your question is probably going to be answered in the next 5 minutes if you just watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's funny, man. I'm so to know what they was doing, having this movie as PG-13. Like they do drop one F-bomb, which is I think now it's like for all comic book movies.
You gotta do at least one.
Aside from Disney, you gotta give out at least one F-bomb. At least one F-bomb. You know what I'm saying? And it's again, man, it's a zany, wild movie, whatever. There's some chuckles in there, like it's pretty funny, you know what I'm saying? But overall though, man, the kids gonna love it. The comic book fans, it's like, it's cool. Not crazy, but it's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that joint out this weekend, man.
All right.
Check it out.
And then also there is another one that my man has not seen yet, but a lot of people have so far. We are talking about the Squid Game. So for those that oh my bad, y'all. For those that haven't seen it, this show is quickly becoming one of the best or most streamed shows right now on Netflix. It's a Korean show, original Netflix programming. And to put it simply, it's just, desperate people are being, coerced to play in a game. And they're thinking, okay, I win some money to take care of my debt. And it's these child games. And I gave y'all a sneak peek of this one of them here. So give me one second, y'all. But I seen the show maybe a week or two ago. No, about 2 weeks ago, right? And when I saw it, I was like, damn, this shit is tense. Like this show is really that good. And I'm surprised that now it's getting the love that it deserves because, hey, man, anytime you have a movie about people fighting over money or freedom and some games, I'm all for it, right? Because, you see like the worst that comes out of humanity when people are desperate and they want to get, whatever is the goal. So prime example, right? First game, a simple child's game, red light, green light. I think everybody has played it some way, somehow back in the days, right? Mm-hmm. So in this a screen right here, you have a big ass doll.
Hold on, wait. So this is something that's actually in the show.
Yeah. You gotta let me explain.
Don't spoil it, though, man. Don't spoil it.
Oh no. I mean, this is in the trailer, so
okay, right? All right, cool.
So you got this big ass doll with his hand on a tree. So whenever the head turns towards the tree, it's red light. Whenever it turns around, it's green light. And then, but wait.
Keep going.
That's spoiling, right? So whenever it turns green, something is going to happen.
Oh, shit.
And these people are first like, what the fuck is going on? And then it starts like catching on. You know what I'm saying? And then that is just the first game. And I believe it's a total of like maybe five or 6, 7 games, right? And then each one of them gets deadlier, and deadlier. Again, it's in the trailer. I'm not spoiling nothing, but the way that this show portrays these games, man, I'm telling you, it's visceral, it's tense, it's good. I'm telling you, man, like you have to watch this movie with your peoples and just be like, how would you win that game? How would you do it? You know what I'm saying? So listen, man.
I'm literally about to do it right now, as soon as this podcast is over.
Yeah, man.
Get something to eat. I'm gonna watch it with my lady.
Yep. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
man.
Squid Game's definitely been blowing up, bro. Like it's funny because you had told me about it like some weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be on my list of stuff to watch or whatever. But then, like I would say, the last week, I think everybody has really been kind of picking up on it, and every time I'm opening like our Facebook or our Instagram, somebody's talking about that joint.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better to watch the dub version or the subtitle version?
I'm a sucker for both, but I would rather watch the original just because I want to hear the natural actor's voice. Because some dubs, they sound extra. Now, the dub in this is not bad. Like
Okay.
it's pretty spot on with the character. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be too thrown off with the dubs. But the original to me, is where I read subtitles anyway. I mean, there's shows now like Game of Thrones where I have to watch subtitles just so I know who the fuck is talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it Gandro, Lothal, all these weird ass names, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
I still, to this day, I would say I only know about 5 people's names on this show. I saw every episode of the series.
Me too.
I know
Me
exactly
too.
what's going to happen, but if you
Right.
ask me to remember their names, I couldn't.
I can't. Yeah, me either, man. The name is so damn foreign to me. I'm like, I can't remember the tall girl's name. Who was the knight?
Damn, what was her name?
You see, exactly. What was her name?
Give me the line.
Right. You know what I'm saying? All I remember is the Lannisters, the Snows. I know some of the Snows. The Ice King.
Damn, I'm trying. I don't even know if I can do 5 now. Like
Hodor.
I remember the Tyrion Lannister. Tyrion
I know,
was
yeah.
one of the Lannisters.
I know Tyrion. So you had Jamie, Tyrion, Jon
Snow.
Right, Jon Snow. Hodor, Ice King. The Mountain, right?
Just because I mean that's easy to remember. The nigga's the size of a mountain.
The Mountain.
Side note: have you seen pictures of this dude recently?
Yeah.
The dude, he's cut up now. Like he's always been like muscular, but like he got like the 6-pack and everything. I'm like, God damn, nigga, this nigga's like 7 feet tall and he's like an action figure. Like it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else? Nigga, that's it. And I love Game of Thrones, man. I've seen the whole series.
Yeah. Me too, man.
Can't think of the names.
Me too, man. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of like take it back. Like I mean, I keep subtitles on, but either way, you can't do no harm going either way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think after the first episode, you're going to be really intrigued about what happens next. Like, yo, what's going to be this next game? How's it going to turn out? What are these people going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's the better intrigue because it's more than just about the games. And then there is something else happening outside of the games as well. So it's not one track, like let's say a Hunger Games. Like there's so much more to it, man. So that's why I'm singing praises for the show, man, because it is that good. And for this to be a foreign show, kind of like how what is it? Money Heist on Netflix. It's big. Lupin is big, you know what I'm saying? So these shows getting this type of love in the US is dope to me.
Facts, man. Facts. I'm about to get on top of that jump.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So moving right along, man. Listen, 2021. We're coming fresh off of COVID, but there is one thing that has been a bright spot this year. I'm talking about hip hop, rap album show. We had some stellar music, y'all, coming out this year, man. So I'm gonna go first, right? Y'all for him? Get old?
Yeah, man. Let's get old. This is flexing like my shoulders start. God damn. Why, Lord? Yo, get it old.
Whenever my knee hurt in the morning on my back, I'm like, damn it, getting old. I'm getting old, man. It's old, man.
Oh, yo, speaking of muscle pain, real quick before we get in there, we gotta plug our other show with our brother Will and Ralph, man. We have decided, because we're so serious about losing weight, getting in the best shape of our lives, and we're excited about that joint. We was like, yo, we need some accountability. So we're starting a podcast and another YouTube page. It's going to be called Delta Kings Fitness. Kings because we're kings, and Delta because, if you know anything about science, the sign Delta or the letter Delta means change, right? So we're about to be changing our bodies, man. We about to. I told him earlier we were shooting the first episode. I was like, look, I'm about to get in great shape, and I'm about to hit the beach in the Speedos next summer. You know what I'm saying? With the banana hammock in the front, just walking all oiled up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hitting my little Bluto pose from Popeye and shit. But nah, seriously though, yo, check that out. We're gonna have that coming in the future. If you are a fan of the show, if you really like what we do, and you also have a weight loss goal in mind, hit us up. Let us know in the comments, and we're gonna tell y'all exactly where you can look at episodes of Delta Kings Fitness. Also, what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually have nutritionists come on the show. We're gonna have fitness experts come on the show. And we're also gonna do some interviews with people who've actually done it, who've already lost 100 pounds, 150 pounds, man. And we're going to get their best practices and give it to you. Initially, we wanted to, get in great shape first and then put like a podcast out, because that's what everybody seems to do. But the more I thought about it, I was like, nah, forget all that. We're going to be different. We're going to take you guys on a journey with us. And it's come, man. Let's go ahead and get in shape.
That's right, man. And that's the whole goal. REA said it best, like, come along with us for this journey. We're going to see the ups, the downs, the temptations, the motivations, the setbacks, the bounce backs, just everything in between from, starting from where you're at to where we're trying to get. So, yeah, come along for the journey.
Let's go.
That's right. That's right. All right, man. So back to the best rap album of the year. You know what? I'll wait. What's your so far, man?
To me, it's only two albums that's in contention for me. One is Tyler the Creator's Call If You Get Lost.
Yes, sir.
And the other is J. Cole, the Off Season.
The Off Season. To me, those are the two. I'm not ready to say which I feel is number one out of the two yet. I still want to take some time and just dwell with the albums, you know what I'm saying, and be at one with the album. Because this is me, right? I wish I could get J. Cole's honed in lyricism from his last album, but with the production of Call If You Get Lost. It's like if those things could marry, it would be like this perfectly fused Dragon Ball Z Cell perfect form album, bro. Like, because it's what I love most about J. Cole's album is how he's locked in lyrically. He's always good lyrically, but I feel like, in this album, he's rapping with a chip on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm tired of y'all saying stuff about me. I'm tired of just being kind of Mr. Nice Guy. I'm showing my ass on this album lyrically. Right. That's what J. Cole did on his last album. But it's like, then I'm thinking about Tyler's album, and Tyler can spit too. He can rap. He's just not on J. Cole's level with the lyricism. It don't matter, man.
But his production is like super stellar, out of this world production on that album, bro. Like,
but listen though,
I love that.
Tyler is still no slouch though when it comes to rapping.
He can rap.
He ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think with this album right here, he's giving us like this is my rap album. You know what I'm saying? Like Igor was different. Flower Boy, I think to me, Flower Boy to here is like prime Tyler right now. Like he's giving us, a good dose of producing, great ideas, artistry, and just rapping. Like just rapping, and damn it, I love it, man. Like, hands down, I'm there with you. To me, man, this is like in my top two this year already. Top two.
Okay, so it's top two. What's the other one in the top two?
I'm going back and forth, man. It's if I had to pick one.
Well, no, I'm just saying this your top two. Just a
Yeah,
touch.
yeah. It's going to be something that's not mainstream, but this is an album by Sky Zoo. It's called All the Brilliant Things, right? And if you're more tuned into like the underground hip hop, like I am, this album right here by Sky Zoo, he's dope. He's so damn dope. Like this album gives me like mid '90s, early '90s triad vibes. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
some dope ass samples, some great instrumentation, like jazz infused on a lot of them. Like yo, this album is so damn dope for me. So it goes between Sky Zoo and Tyler back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like on any given day, I can play either or and not skip any song. Period. You know what I'm saying?
So you talking about is it All the Brilliant Things?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm about to check that joint out today.
hmm That joint's nice, man, and it's just, it's and again, everybody, well, a lot of people has dropped some
Ooh.
great music this year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, say what you want to say. Certified Lover Boy by Drake isn't Drake's best effort compared to his older work.
He phoned it in. I feel like he phoned it in.
Yeah, but I think if you can cut out the riffraff on this album, you could probably condense it to where it's a dope ass album.
That's
You know what
always
I'm
been my
saying?
beef with Drake. He never does that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He would rather give you an album with 20 songs on it, and out of 20, like maybe 8 is fire, and then maybe like 6 or 7 is just okay.
Right.
And then the remaining like 5 is just like, all right,
Filler.
whatever.
It's
And
filler.
filler, and then you put it all out. I would much rather you just take the 8 strongest joints
Mm,
and then maybe take 2 or 3 of the ones that's just good or whatever, and give me
Right.
like 11, 12 songs that just then I could be like, damn, that's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because I don't like having to pick, you know what I'm saying, and skip
Mhm.
around. That hurts it to me, even though technically it's the same music. One just has more filler in it than the other.
Exactly. Right.
Yo, side note, I'm looking over the tracks for All the Brilliant Things by Sky Zoo. I already like it, bro.
You see?
Fam, it got BJ the Chicago Kid. That's
Yes,
my
sir.
guy. And
Mhm.
Raheem, shout out to Raheem Devon, man. I
Yes,
went to see
sir.
him in concert some years back.
Mhm.
Very, very talented brother. I can already tell, like, I'm gonna like this joint, man. Like, about to download it. YouTube Music. Bang. All right, bet. We'll listen to that joint.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We can't leave out Nas, man. Yo, King's
King
Disease 2.
Yes, sir.
King's Disease 2 is that deal.
Mhm.
It's in my definitely top 5 this year for rap albums. I think you said you like the first one better.
Yeah, man. Like I sat with King Disease 2 maybe about 2 or 3 times, right? And I found myself stopping, coming back to it, stopping, coming back to it, right? I'm like, the album isn't bad. It's cool. I just feel the first one so much more to me. You know what I'm saying? Him and Hit Boy is a good mix. And you know, one of Nas's knocks is that sometimes he be picking some garbage beats. Well, he got with the producer that don't fail. And I like the direction they took on the second one. And there are some bangers on it. To me, I just feel as if the first King Disease was just a better a better album overall. Not dissing the second one, but to me, the first one, I give it a go any day.
I think the second joint is King's Disease 2 is a good album, but I think it could have been greater if it was. It's gonna sound funny, but if there was less Nas on it, you know what I'm saying. And what I mean by that is obviously, dude is if Nas ain't the GOAT, when you're talking about just lyricism and lyrics and rap, he's top 3. You know what I'm saying? I would find it hard to believe that anybody that's a rap purist will leave him out of the top 3 discussion, right? But it's like,
I got you.
as far as in the song, when you're talking about sonically taking a song to another level, how about you get like an R&B or a soul singer to sing some of these hooks that Nas is singing? You know what I'm saying? Or even if you want to pull a Kanye move and let another rapper do the hook. Kanye is good for doing that, but it's something about doing that just it adds a whole different energy to the song where it's not just all right, Nas he gonna rap and then Nas he gonna say whatever the verse is. I mean, saying whatever the hook is. It's Nas, and it's like his voice can get kind of monotonous. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of change and a lot of inflection. So to me, it would have been an addition by subtraction scenario if he had some more people just on the hooks. You don't even got to bring it in any guest rappers, but just on the hooks, man, to give this song just a little bit more, seasoning. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Nas is it's just he's outside of whether or not he's the best out there. He has already proven. He has already staked his claim. His face is on the Mount Rushmore of rap. You can't defy that. And everything he gives us now is just extra toppings on the salad. You know what I'm saying? Peep that,
The Geek salad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, good album. I like the first one. Thank you. I try. Thank you. I try. Yeah, man. But also, we can't forget, there's been some others that dropped this year as well. We got Vince Staples with his album, Vince Staples. When I heard the first song, man, what was it? Man, what was the joint that came out that kind of got me into it, man? I forget, right? But he dropped. We have Isaiah Rashad with The House is Burning. It's cool. It's cool. We got Dave East, Harry Fraud with Hoffa. Then we got The Pleasure I Met Too with Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud. Then we got Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable. We got Polo G, Hall of Fame. We have who else we got out here? We're talking about Sky Zoo. Oh, DMX came out with Exodius. You know what I'm saying? That's heartbreaking at the same time, but we got at least his official last album that he was actually working on. You know what I'm saying? We got MF Doom and Czarface. Rest in peace to MF Doom.
Damn, Doom going too.
Yeah, man. Then we got a Mock Hami, Pray for Haiti, which is, I guess it was an EP by West Side Gun. We got Moneybagg Yo. Yo, low key, Moneybagg Yo, he's becoming that dude, man. Like he's every time he drops, it's like it stays on the radio 24/7. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He's up there now. We got Guap Dad, Illmind. We got Bodie James and The Alchemist. We had the Judas and the Black Messiah album that came out early this year, right? We got Jim Jones and Harry Fraud, The Fraud Department. We got Devin the Deuce, Soulful Distance. We got Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3. I didn't hear the album.
I heard some of it. It's okay. Kid Cudi. I love Kid Cudi more as a featured artist on other people's work.
Me too.
His album. I love. The dude. He's the only dude that I know that can hum and it just sounds dope. He just has such a very unique voice.
Yeah,
he hums. Who else is doing that in hip hop or
and nigga hum good, boy.
Anymore?
Yeah,
everybody been humming in music since the 40s, man. But Cudi does it, and Cudi got that style. I like that, man.
Right.
Not the biggest fan of him, being out there in them dresses, man. But listen, do what you got to do. We're not here to judge.
Right.
We're not here to judge.
That's your style. Okay.
Do your thing with them combat boots.
Yeah.
At least wear a cute dress if you're going to wear a dress. But whatever. Look, Kid Cudi is... Kid Cudi is one of those dudes, right? And, another group that's like this, what I'm about to say, is that group, The Internet. I like The Internet. I really love their music.
Yeah.
But usually, it's like, if I'm high, I love the music more than if I was sober, I probably wouldn't just be in the car.
Oh no, I love
on a road trip, you know what I'm saying? Right. Might be a little high or whatever. Not that I know what that's about or anything, I don't. But I can imagine somebody if they were to really be digging it. It's it's vibes type music. You know what I'm saying? If the vibe is there for that, then it's it flows smoothly.
I got you. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, man, Meek just dropped his album, Expensive Pain, last night.
Meek
So
Mill?
Meek Mill did, yes, sir.
What? How did
Yes,
I not know
sir.
about this?
Yeah.
I'm
But
about to check that
I'm gonna
out.
tell you this though, man.
Oh, you listen to it?
I gave it a shot. I gave it a run through. It sounds like he's trying to keep up with what's going on now. Like to
Yeah.
me, Championship was a better album than this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like Championship. That's
Yeah, me
it's a few
too.
joints in there, especially when I'm in the gym. I fuck with.
Hmm. And it's I, to me, it feel like it's geared to the young folks, like that are in the vein of like Little Baby or Lil Durk or Young Thug. I'm like, that's cool. Those are his youngins. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I think I expect so much more from Meek to carve out his own lane without doing that. But I guess he is a part of that generation. But like like a J. Cole or like a Tyler, like they are a part of the same generation, but they sound so different. Whereas
Right.
Meek sounds like everybody else right now. That's my thing
Ah,
about Meek.
I feel you. Yeah, because Kendrick can definitely flow with anybody. Like he's so talented that he could just as easily be on a like he could go back in time, get in the time machine, get in the DeLorean, and go back to Reasonable Doubt days and do a guest verse on Reasonable Doubt and murder
Hmm.
it. Or he could come back to today and any of these young lil LIL rappers
Lolo.
and be on their song and murder it
Right.
with their style and still be dope with it. Like
Hmm.
he's just good at music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Point blank,
he's just the man won a Pulitzer Prize for Pete's sake. So
which is crazy.
yeah, you got to be able to write to win a Pulitzer Prize.
Hmm.
Pulitzer Prize. He's done that. So shout out to
Yes, sir.
Kendrick.
Oh yeah, yeah. And before we wrap up the show, y'all, we just wanted to give give some more flowers. So earlier on the previous
Well, hold on, man.
episode,
Let's do it. Let's do it the right way, man.
okay,
Let's get some applause going in here. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to give. I don't know who we giving flowers to, but let's give the flowers to whoever.
that's right. So yo, listen, let's give it up to the man 50 Cent, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. Yo, this man is at this point, just let him run stars. Let's make stars 50 cents on network, right? He has 4 shows that are probably responsible of people keeping stars subscribed year long, or watching a power a season on Power, leaving, coming back for the new season, back and forth, back and forth. Which other show does it right now on Stars? Name one. Go ahead. Go.
None of them. None of them. I
Right.
wish, I hope, and I really, I'm sure that he did because 50 is such a shrewd businessman. I actually got to read
Mm,
his latest book. Can't think of the name of it, but it's his latest. He's got a couple books, but it's his
okay.
latest book. Lot of game in there, man. If you're
Really.
like an entrepreneurially minded person, yeah, I love the book. But I hope he got some equity in the deal. And I hope it wasn't just a situation where they
Man.
was like, yo, we're gonna pay you this amount of money
Right.
and you make our shows and you promote it, blah, blah, blah. I hope he got equity in it. Because
Mm,
what that man is doing for the brand of Stars, the Stars brand, and I know so many people, the only reason they have the Stars app is to see the many shows that 50 Cent is executive producing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mm,
definitely we got to give him his flowers and everything
yeah,
because
man.
he's killing it over there.
From where he started to where he's at now, where he mainly raps just for the intros for his shows. You know what I'm saying? And they still knock. Like the new intro he did for BFMF, which is so far a good show. And then also it got renewed for a season 2 off of the first
One.
damn episode.
Oh, we
man.
got some more.
Yeah, give it up, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Off the first episode, off
First
one
one, man.
episode, man. Like
Dope, right? And then listen, the intro for that show was dope. The intro he did with for Raising Canaan and it's dope. And listen, right, we just started watching Kanan about maybe less than a week ago, and we're down to like the last episode of the season, which aired last Sunday night, right, or Saturday night, whatever, man. Listen, that show right there. Granted, you get pissed off at Kanan, but you got to understand he's a 15-year-old kid who thinks he knows everything. You know, we heard that before, trying to be tough, raising up in the drug life. But hands down, that show should have been about his mother, Rock. She is so damn solid. Her acting is dope. Like, if there was one character that deserves her own show, it should be her. She's like Griselda Blanco of New York. You know what I'm saying? Like she's that boss of bosses, and I love her role in the show, man. Like, hands down, I'm gonna watch it just for her. Fuck Kanan, give me a show about Rock. You know what I mean? But yo, I'm like, damn, man, 50 got the show about Tariq, right? That's part of book 3, right? Or is it part of book 2?
I think it's part of book 2. I think.
Part of book 2, right? Then he got Raising Kanan. That's part of book 3, right? Then you got BMF, right? And then he's working on the show about Tommy. I'm like, damn, how many more shows about drug dealers are we going to get? It don't matter because people love that shit.
When you're good at something, you just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And this man is, I mean, shoot, he lived the lifestyle. He's from that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, shit, man, if Shonda Rhimes can give us shows that are filled with family drama, interracial drama, right? But she has such range, man, where she could talk about shit that happens in Bridgerton, or what's that hospital show, or what's this,
Grey's Anatomy,
Grey's Anatomy. Like she has her hands in so much shit because she's good at telling stories about drama amongst like people that either work together, live together, you know what I'm saying, in a romantic personal setting, man. And 50, him being from where he's from, he can give people that insight about the streets, and people like to watch it about that because they was never a part of it. So now they're getting like an actual insight into it. This is how some of this works, even though, yes, it is highly fictional, but you have a credible source in 50 Cent, though. And people don't question his street credibility, period. So it's
unless you Ja Rule and Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Dog, let me tell you, dog, murder.
We got papers on you.
50 Cent be telling, dog.
We got
like
papers.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? We got the papers on that.
Right.
Papers.
Right. But hey, man. Again, I just wanted to give praise to 50 because his shows aren't bad. Some, you could say about Power, maybe it went on for too long, but it was still highly entertaining to the very end. You know what I'm saying?
I like the ending, man. I don't. You have to kill him, man. Like, I would have liked to see Ghost go out, like maybe saving Tyreek or something like that.
Right.
They kind of build Ghost as the hero of the show, even though he did some foul stuff. But it's like he was always the one trying to get out the life. He was always the one trying to do right by his kids.
Right.
You know. So I mean, it is what it is, man.
The only thing I like about it was that it led to the point where it tied up a lot of loose ends with the other characters. That's what I like about it. Now, I kind of wish where he would have went out in the same vein like Omar did in The Wire, where it was just unexpected. Nobody saw it coming. It just happened. Because that's how shit goes in the hood, where you could just go unexpectedly.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. But we know that Power, because remember some months back, we were like kind of comparing like Power and The Wire to like, what's the joint on FX? Snowfall, right?
Okay.
Power is too,
dramatized.
soap opera, melodramatic soap opera-ish to ever have something realistic like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Ghost is just at the corner store and just somebody facing a little kid. Like, nah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's not theatrical enough, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would like it one way, but we know that this type of show, works big on dramatizing, those moments, which Power had tons of, was a lot of those moments. You know what I'm saying? A lot of like you talking to the screen like, why the fuck would you do that? It don't make no sense. Nigga right there. They right there. You know what I'm saying? But we get a lot of those moments within Power. So with Raising Kanan, you get that too. I still need to go back and watch the show about Tyreek, but I heard that was pretty good too. You know what I'm saying? So hey man.
And I heard it's supposedly, I don't know if they're still gonna do it, but they're gonna do a show centering around Lorenz Tate's character. The crooked politician.
Yeah. Okay.
Which that would be dope.
Okay. Kind of like a House of Cards type of thing.
Yeah.
But before we find out about Kevin Spacey in his freaky ass ways, or nasty ass ways, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be another one too, right? But that'll be for a different podcast. But yeah, y'all. That was pretty much it for the show, man. You got anything else on your mind?
Nah, that was about it. Everybody make sure when it does drop, check out the first episode of Delta Kings Fitness.
Yes, sir.
Delta Kings about to do that shit right, about to get in shape. What else? You can follow us on Instagram at Geek Salad Now. Like and subscribe to our YouTube at RANG Present Geek Salad. Let us know in the comments what do you think is the best rap album of this year, 2021. This has been one of the better years for rap albums, man.
That's right.
And we don't know if we're gonna get Kendrick this year or not, but if Kendrick goes ahead and drops, this is gonna be in contention for the best year in rap ever.
Yes, sir.
If Kendrick drops. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We hoping, but who knows? He's
That's right, man.
These days.
I don't think it's coming out.
That's what she said.
I don't think he's going to drop any music this year, but who am I? But we'll see.
Facts. So thank everybody for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Arya the King. That's G the Bearded One. Peace out.
Peace.